G'day everybody, welcome back to Cooking with the Riz. Bit of fun today with some pork spare ribs. Going to try and make some nice sticky ones. There's two parts to it. You make the rub first and then you've got the sauce that goes on there at the end of it, or towards the end of it when in the oven. So for the rub, I've got just over 2 kilos of pork ribs here. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of garlic powder, 1 tablespoon of onion powder there. I've got 2 tablespoons of paprika, 2 tablespoons of salt here, 1 tablespoon of pepper, half a tablespoon of ground cumin, 1 tablespoon or whatever you like, if you like it hotter or not so hot, the chili powder. And then with that, all you do, and 2 tablespoons of olive oil as well. So what you do with that is you just mix all the dry ingredients up first. You lay out your pork ribs on your rack. Put a tray under the rack with some baking paper or something underneath it to catch all the drips. And then so you rub it all with a rub nicely, and then you put some olive oil on there as well. And then you bake them at about 180 degrees for a couple of hours, covered as well. So cover them with a bit of greaseproof paper first, then alfoil. Never let alfoil touch your food. There's stuff in alfoil that's not good if it's touching the food. All right, and then for the sauce, which will be brushed on after the 2 hours, or after about an hour and 45 or so, I have got 500 mils of barbecue sauce. Get yourself a really good barbecue sauce if you can. I've got 3 tablespoons of garlic, it's got to go in there. 2 tablespoons of olive oil. 1 tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce. Half a tablespoon of chili powder, which is down there. 1 teaspoon of salt. So just mix all that together and then that'll be brushed on them later on. And you do that, for about 15 minutes or so in the oven on at 240. So you up the temperature to 240, and then you brush them on there and let the oven finish it off. And with this dish here, I'm going to serve up a roasted garlic mashed potato. So I've got my spuds here, which I'm going to cook these whole, and then when they've cooked, you put them in cold water in the pot, cook them down till they're done, and then strain them, let them cool a little bit because it's too hard to handle otherwise, and then just peel them. And I've got a ricer, which I'll show you later, and I'll put them through the ricer. And the roasted garlic, all that is you leave the garlic in the shells, just peel off the outside like the paper stuff, and just put plenty of olive oil in here and put that in the oven, and then they'll come out. And then what you do is when they're done, all you do is squeeze them and the roasted garlic comes out. And then the oil, you just strain it off, and then you can use that oil because that'll be flavoured with garlic now, and you can use that for anything else later on if you're making pasta or whatever dish you're doing. So that's just a simple little trick there too. So without further ado, I'll prepare the rub and the sauce, and I'll show you what that's all about shortly. Okay guys, so what I've done here, I've got my sauce already done in this bowl. Everything's in there mixed up. The garlic and barbecue sauce and Worcestershire sauce and so forth. In here I've got my dry rub already in here and nicely mixed up. So what we do with that is we just sprinkle that on our pork ribs. Okay, just like so. Don't be too shy with it. All right. Love all those aromas that come out of this. Very yum. Okay, so rub that in. Good old rubbing. Rub-a-dub-dub. All right, just like that. Get it all in there. Okay, and I'll drizzle a bit of olive oil on this. I'm going to rub that in as well. All right. Bloop. Bloop, bloop. Okay, so we just rub that in a bit as well, like that. Yeah, see that all nice and sticks in there and stays on the pork. Okay. Then turn them over. I'm going to put these in the fridge for a little while until I then, you know, before I cook them. Obviously, it's a bit early to cook them right now, so I'll put them in the fridge, and then I'll put them in later. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. Just like so. Yeah, ribs are really nice, aren't they? I must say. Americans are the best at doing this, I think. Olive oil on it now. Make sure you use a good quality olive oil as well, if you can. Okay, that's it. All right, just rub that in. Remember, these go in 180 degrees for close to a couple of hours. Covered, don't forget to cover them. Remember, greaseproof paper first, then the foil. All right. So that's that bit done. Let's wash my hands. So I've got my potatoes in the pot in cold water and got plenty of salt in there as well. Always put salt in your water before boiling. And then when I put them through the ricer later, I'm going to add a nice heap of butter and a little bit of cream to it. Now let me tell you, and that garlic obviously. And let me tell you what, when you eat that mash, it is fan-bloody-tastic, I tell you. Alright, so I'm going to put this in the fridge now, and then I'll come back a bit later. I'm going to also do some steamed greens with this. Just a little bit of broccoli and cauliflower, maybe a little bit of cabbage or something. To have that on the side to go with this as well. So I'll come back and show you what it's all about later. I'll put these in the oven and I'll show you when I brush them as well. So yeah, I'll see you very soon. Okay, so these ribs have been cooking for the last couple of hours. So I'll just get rid of this paper. Ooh, they smell good. Get rid of that. Alrighty, I might have to get rid of a bit of this juice in here too, I think. Oh yeah, a bit too full. Yeah, it tastes good. Excuse me for a second, guys. I'll just get rid of a bit of this juice. Bit of that oil and fat and stuff that comes off the pork. Alright, so there we have that. So now, all I've got to do now is just brush them with the marinade here. So, there we go, look at that. Put plenty of this on, don't be shy. Okay. Mmm. Look at that. Yum, yum. Oh yeah. Really yummy. Here they smell fantastic, I tell you, with that rub on there. One day somebody will invent smell-o-vision. One day. Don't know when that'll be, but anyway. Yep. Got my potatoes on cooking at the moment. Over there, they're not too far away from being ready. Yep. I've got my veggies ready as well in the steamer over there. I've got to put them on soon as well. Alright. Might just turn those over. Do the other side as well. And these are going to be so tender. Alrighty. So I've turned up the oven to 240. 230 with a fan forced. 240 without a fan forced. So guys, don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to my channel as well, if you haven't already done so. Yeah, and yeah, I'll have lots of content coming up. Alright, there we go. So now I'll throw that in the oven. Okay, beautiful. Get rid of that out of the road. The oven, whack him back in. So by the time they cook, in there, I should have my spuds all ready to go. I'll put the veggies on soon as well, and I'll show you the end result. Also guys, here's the garlic I did earlier on. So I've already done most of it. So I had these garlic in the olive oil, that was swimming in olive oil. So I roasted them for about half an hour. So now all you do, when you squeeze these out, squeeze it from the root end. Okay, squeeze, just like that. You see it comes out. And there you have your beautiful garlic. Look at that. See? And if it has got the end where you've just pushed out, still attached, take it off, because that's that root end is the part that actually gives you indigestion. So I'll just that's just come out that end, so I've just taken that off. Look at that beautiful garlic clove, look at that. Oh, and the smell is just so beautiful. So again, you just squeeze out and make sure you squeeze it down low, because sometimes there can be oil inside there, and when you squeeze it, you know, you don't want to wear it. So look at that beautiful garlic. Oh my God. And then the oil, I've strained some oil, so I've just strained some off into a container so I can use it another time, just like so. So that's pretty easy. Yeah. And this garlic here, you can use that for other things too. Like I said earlier on, even if you want to use that for pasta or something like that, you can just, all you do is get a fork and squash it up. Like I am tonight, I'm going to just squash it up a bit. Some of that, I'm not going to use all of it. And I'm going to put it in my mash. So I'll just wash my hands. Anyway, all right. So until everything else is ready, when those potatoes are done, I'll show you that in a minute. They've got a little bit to go, not quite cooked yet. And yeah, so then I'll show you all about the spuds. All right, I'll see you soon. Okay guys, I'll just show you how to do my, my mashed potato here. So I've boiled my potatoes in their jackets, okay, until they're nice and soft. Then all you got to do is peel them. Okay, they are hot, so you could use a tea towel or something to hold them if you want. They are pretty damn hot though, I'll tell you that. Just use a knife just to get the skins off, it's easier. Just a little knife. Oh, they're hot. Woo. Need to have leather hands for this kind of job. Or you can even use a fork and hold it with a fork if you want. But they're pretty hot, I know that. Alright, so I'll just show you quickly what I do here. So this is my ricer. I've already got my butter in here. I've got about 300 grams of butter. So I'll just throw my spuds in here, like so. Pretty easy. And just squish them out. And they come out beautiful. Nice and smooth. Don't have to worry about any lumps. But if you just want to mash them, you can just mash them if you want. Doesn't really matter. But that's pretty it. That's basically it really. And then all I do is, I'll continue that in a moment. So then I'll just add a little bit of cream to this as well. Just give it a mix up, bit of salt, bit of pepper. Bob's your uncle. So that's pretty it with the mash. And I'll show you when I've plated up what they look like. All right, and I've got to add my garlic as well in here as well, sorry. My roasted garlic, I've got it here. That's got to go in as well. So I've just got to squish a bit of that up with a fork. And that's it for that easy job. All right, I'll see you back soon. Okay guys, this is the end result here. Look at that, beautiful ribs. I'll just grab a fork and a knife. Now have a look at this guys. Hey, could you ask for more than that? That is just magnificent. Taste test. My mash looks fantastic. Look at that meat, just falls apart. Oh, that is just beautiful. I've just got steamed veggies there on the side. That, my friends, is bloody amazing. It really is. Absolutely fantastic. All right, that's it for another one for you guys. Hit the like button if you've enjoyed this. Subscribe to my channel. And I will see you at the next one. Until then, take care. Happy cooking to everyone. Bye-bye.